bit of a letdown. There's a poster of a tropical island and a framed picture of Mr. Grant's degree from some college that must be small because I've never heard of it. His metal desk fills about half of the office, and there's a clear glass bowl of chocolates in the left corner. I help myself to a Crunch Mini. What's so scary about the principal's office? Mr. Grant frowns at my Crunch bar. Maybe those weren't supposed to be for students? Well, half of it's gone, so I'm not putting the other half back now. Skyler Davidson. He says this like he's trying to buy time while looking at the papers in my very thin file. He probably has no idea who I am. In a high school of 5,000 students, principals usually don't bother with ones like me. He reaches for his reading glasses. I recite my stats like an athlete, hoping we can speed up this process. Senior, 4.0 GPA, no previous infractions unless you count the time in 7th grade when my science fair project started that tiny fire in the corner of the gym. But I don't know if that ever made it into my cumulative file. Mr. Grant looks at me over the top of his reading glasses, then shuffles through another couple of pages. It appears that it did not. Oh, good. That means it won't show up on college applications. I finish off the Crunch bar except for a tiny corner that I slip into my gray hoodie pocket. I eye Mr. Grant's candy dish again and spot a Butterfinger. But there's no reason to press my luck. Apparently finding nothing remarkable in my file, Mr. Grant folds his hands on his desk and looks at me. Would you care to explain what happened in calculus, Ms. Davidson? I hold up one finger to show that he needs to wait until I'm finished chewing. After all, it's rude to talk with my mouth full. No one cared about 5 until Chelsea freaked out. Your teacher reported that you... He looks at the discipline slip one more time to make sure he's reading this right. You brought a rat to class? Technically, yes. I pull 5 out of my hoodie pocket and put her on my shoulder. She's holding the small piece of chocolate between her paws and chewing. She pauses for a minute, her bite bulging in the side of her mouth. She looks around, finds the principal's office as unimpressive as I did, and then goes back to chewing. Mr. Grant squints a moment and then shakes his head. Right. I see. And you brought the rat to class because she needs electrolytes 4 times a day, which I explained to Chelsea and to Mrs. Batts, but I don't think they got it. As if on cue, 5 sneezes. She uses a paw to wipe her whiskers and pink nose. See? If this turns into an upper respiratory infection, she'll be in trouble. Her predecessor, 3, died of a URI, and I'm telling you, it looked unpleasant. I see. It doesn't look like he does. Chelsea saw me putting a dropper of Gatorade into my hoodie pocket, and she asked what that was all about. So I showed her 5. She screamed and acted like I've been digging around in sewers or something, but rats are the cleanest rodents out there. If you ever find yourself in a sewer, Mr. Grant, you should go where the rats are. It will be the cleanest part of the sewer. Is that so? Yes, it is. There has been lots of research done about this, plus rats are extremely smart. They're great pets. Watch this. 5, sit. 5 keeps chewing on her piece of chocolate and doesn't move. We're still working on it, but they're smart, seriously. Mr. Grant takes a deep breath. Is 5 part of a project you're working on? My science fair project. The effects of creatine monohydrate on muscle growth in rats. She runs on a treadmill for 10 minutes a day, and I'm attempting to prove that the creatine monohydrate will expedite her gains in muscle mass. We've been training for weeks. It took me forever to even teach her to run on a treadmill, but now she can do up to level 2.1. That's roughly 5 miles per hour. Pretty impressive if you ask me. It's worth the extra attention she needs right now, especially seeing as there wouldn't be enough time before the science fair to train a successor rat. I hold up the Gatorade bottle like I'm Alexander Fleming with some freshly discovered penicillin.